Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at QuickAI's private equity module. This is something that you would run on transaction data that you might have in your data room or from your portfolio company. And it runs a number of analyses that PE companies would normally run on transaction data, and you can see a list of analyses here that it will run. You don't need to do any sort of training to run this. It runs really in minutes, something that would normally take people, like days or weeks to run. Um, and you don't need to install any software or plugins to run it. So all you need to do is sort of go to quickai.app/PE, and you're going to be on this page. The other way to get there is to just go to quickai.app and search for the PE module, and it will take you here. Um, Now, the first thing you do when you're here is to choose your data file. Now, one of the cool things about QuickAI is your data never leaves your computer. So you can actually disconnect your internet even before you sort of, and I don't have internet anymore. Um, so you can be sure, and you can learn more about that by clicking here, by the way. Be sure that your data is secure on your computer. So now you choose the file. So I'm going to load a data file here. And once you load the data file, you're going to map the columns. And what that does is it tells QuickAI which column contains what information. So it needs sort of a lot of these information to run the analysis, and you're basically telling it, all right, the order ID column is in this column in my data set. You might have different names here. You don't necessarily need all of these columns. QuickAI is smart enough that if you only have some of this data, and you map that data, it will figure out which analyses it can run based on that data. So you don't have to worry about like missing some of this data set. Once you map the columns, it will tell you which data analyses you can run by showing a double check mark, and you can click against those and run them. One of them here is not double check marked, the price volume mix analysis. And I think that's because for price volume mix analysis, you need to say, which periods I'm comparing. A starting period, 2017 to 2021, I want to understand how much of the change in revenue is because of price changes or so on. So now that I've selected that, this is check mark. So I can run each of them individually, but I'm just going to go ahead and click this run button, which will run all the analyses at the same time. Everything that it can run, it will run. So let's go through the output and sort of just understand what it really gives you. So the first thing is business summary. So you get a summary of your sort of business, revenue, growth, all of that stuff. Next, we have revenue trend plot. You can look at it monthly, weekly. You can look at profit trend or margin and of the business over different years or even weeks. Next, we have revenue breakdown. So, it's a breakdown of your revenue in different things. I can press the play button and see how this breakdown evolves over the years. By the way, all of these plots are interactive. You can change the title here. You can change the sort of axes names, and you can download them as PNG files by clicking here. Next, we have product analyses. We see top products. It only shows you 10 here, but actually for every table, you can just click here and download the table as a CSV file, and it will show you all the products and sort of this basic information and analysis about that product. Next, we have product concentration. It gives me, top 20% of products for this business, for example, brought 62% of revenue. Similar to product, I have customer analysis, customer concentration plot, churn analysis, where I can see that every year how many customers were gained, lost, and regained. Next, we have customer segments. So it does segmentation analysis, and it'll give you various segments of customers and different interesting statistics about them. There's also an interactive plot of customer segments, so I can click on at-risk customers here, and I can see who the people are in that segment, and I can click on specific customers, and I can get more information about that. Next, we have profitability analysis. It gives you profit margins if your data has cost for every customer, and within that, for every product that this customer buys. So it's a very nice overview of your business from a profitability standpoint. Next, we have profit concentration plots. These are similar to revenue concentration plots for customer and product, but they tell you how many products bring how much profit, what percentage of products. And lastly, we have price volume mix analysis. So starting year 2017, ending year 2021, how much of the change in revenue was because of price, because of volume, because of mix, and cost. how much of the change in margin was because of price, because of cost, because of mix, and so on, and how much of the change in profit. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, it is incredibly easy to run, and your data is safe and secure, and you don't really need any special training to run it, and it can save you a lot of time. Thank you.